Thing that's happening right now could be an answer to our prayers, you know? It's just that as people, when we ask God for something, when we ask God and say, God, can I please have sugar? Right? We expect our neighbor to give us sugar, a random person to give us sugar, bees to give us sugar, like literally, like we have a certain expectations, but when we fall into a hole, right? While we are walking, we fall into a hole randomly and we almost drown. Now we are swimming in the mud. It's cold. It's all these things. And then boom, we stumble across kilograms and kilograms of sugar wherever we are lost. Then it becomes like in that moment when you fell in the hole, imagine how you feel. You're like, God, I'm asking you for sugar. You're putting me in a hole. Like, what is this? Like, it's so confusing. It's so crazy. And think about, maybe you've been praying for the sugar for a long time. Maybe it's not like a sugar a today thing. We have different sugars. You have that sugar that you pray for like today. Like, hey Lord, I really need this to go well today. Then you have that sugar that you've been praying for. Like those are your long term goals, long term aspirations, whatever it is. So let's say it's your long term sugar that you've been praying for, and just how you receive it is the difference, but you're still gonna receive it. And God's ways of doing things are far beyond, like we cannot even imagine them, because the scripture said, what did the scripture say? It said, God, you um for you the sky is the limit, but God knows the whole, like the sky, like knows the whole sky. And then it also said, you don't know the land of the dead, right? Like you don't know dead people, where they at, what's happening, but God knows that information. So we gotta understand, Uguti, God knows so much. He's got the bigger picture. So when he does things and we feel like he could have done them a certain way or whatever, um, it's just a matter of he's doing them his way because he knows his way is better and it's gonna benefit you more, and it's not gonna just give you something that you're just gonna run and end with short term. Because yeah, God likes to build things that will last you your lifetime. That's why most of God's work is inside, because that lasts you a lifetime. No one can take it away from you. So that's the beauty of God. But then you just gotta think about it, that if God sees that if I have to invest in something that lasts you a lifetime, it will have to be something within, then shouldn't we value what we have within more than what we have on the outside? Especially in this day and age where like we need to get successful, we need to get rich, we need to get famous, we need to get all these things, we need this, it's like all about the world, how you're gonna be perceived, the impact you're gonna make. And I'm not speaking up against those things, as I'm in pursuit for the same exact things I'm talking about, trust me. So I'm not shaming them, I'm not downplaying them, I'm not pretending like it's not things that are real, right? Not at all. That's not what I'm doing. But what I'm doing is I'm realizing that we actually need to value those things a bit less than how we value them, and value our lives, ourselves, what's in us a bit more. And yeah, because if God values it that much, that is like, instead of, because the very first investments God will make in your life once you get to know Him will be within. There won't be like outside. Like God doesn't just invest in your physical blessings first. you know, because how you gonna manage them if inside you're not grown like that yet, like you're not where he wants you to be, you know. So his first thing is to invest character in you, you know, and then once he invested the character, then you know, it is one of those things. And I feel like it's just, it's one of those things that we should actually take a look at, you know. We should take a look at and look at our roles in life,